Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I wanted to jump on. I've been doing my 14 days. My computer is like shaking here. I've been doing my 14 days of live video and vulnerability. And so I've done a couple of them inside my Facebook group. I've done a couple of them inside of my personal Facebook page. I cannot talk today. If you've been on any of my live trainings today, inside of my programs, you know, like words have been hard and still showing up, still sharing everything anyways, and just rolling with punches. So, today I wanted to talk to you guys because I've used this metaphor a few times today. I've used some really, really good metaphors. I used this metaphor today, and then I was also talking about sales as being a crock pot versus a microwave and how to get we go through phases where sometimes we're more in that we're doing some inner work. So I described this earlier as if you think of like a garden, and you have to like pull out weeds first, right? And the weeds a lot of the time are like our limiting beliefs, so the fears, so the blocks, it's all the inner work. So then you can have, the seeds you can clear the space to plant the seeds, to then, nurture them, give them the water, give them the sunlight, give them all the things that they need to do to be able to blossom and grow, into whatever it needs to happen, then harvest them. And then sometimes you're planting new things, or there's other, crops or whatever that you need to plant, or other if I didn't honor that, if I tried to like push through it or stuff it down or ignore some of the things that were coming up, or just be on this rat race of like, oh, I have to go on to the next thing or hit the next month's income, or like all these different stories that I was telling myself, then we get caught up in a lot of that energy. We get caught up in a lot of like, what can I do next, or how much can I do? And while it's good to have like lofty goals, you have to understand too that sometimes there's like dips in your income, or there's things that pop up, or something doesn't go as planned, because like you're in a season where you're learning something from it, where you're growing from it, where you're moving out some new weeds, because maybe the weeds got in a certain patch of your garden, and so now you need to like move things out over there to be able to create space for the new. So this pops up at every single different level, and there's so many different things that like we shift through as business owners. And I want to connect with people who are really looking for that support around this too. And it's a big reason why I have like the Activate Abundance Mastermind starting on July 1st, is so you can be with other women who are also going through these same things, and you can continue. So if you've done like some programs before, you've done some, coaching or some mentorship, and you've gotten a lot of the seeds, but now you're like, okay, I really like want to go into that growth, or I want to harvest, or I want to step into the next season of planting, or whatever that is, then you have the space inside of here to be able to do that. Because guess what? Like the fields just aren't just one and done. They're going for years and years and years and years and years, just as you are in your business. And it's really about what you're doing over a lifetime of work, and how you're showing up and committing to yourself, not